Welcome back, everyone. We are here at Universal Orlando with just a little bit of time today, but there's been some crazy announcements since we released our last video, which was like, what, 48 hours ago? Either way, we have some merch announcements for Epic Universe. We got some HHN stuff kind of coming in. Also, Tribute Store is kind of making its way into the park. Either way, let's go check all of this out. Tag along with us today, and hopefully we don't get kicked out because, again, it's like a grad bash kind of thing going on. Either way, let's get inside. Right as we are walking in, like I said, there is a grad bash, grad adventure, whatever is going on tonight, that is happening, so it's going to be pretty busy. We are getting kicked out of here by 6 p.m. It's about 5 o'clock right now, so we have about an hour to show you guys some of this stuff. Just to let you guys know, the weather has been very hot recently. It feels a lot warmer than it has been over the past few years right around this time frame. To be fair, we had a cooler winter this year and I felt like it lasted kind of a while, but now we are kind of coming into that season where it heats up, and it heated up fast. However, today we do have a little bit of wind, which is nice. Not great for the camera because I'm sure you guys will hear that, but overall it does feel pretty nice, even though it is about 95 degrees today. Speaking of, I guess, closing early or staying open late, by the way, I think we're coming up to that time of the year where the park will be open till like 9 o'clock here soon. That's about the summer hours, and I always appreciate that because, again, especially Islands of Adventure is just fantastic. After like 7 or 8, as the sun starts to go down, the whole park just lights up. But it looks like the Born Spectacular is lighting out right now. A lot of people are coming out of the Five and Dime, but that will be our first location that we are heading over to right now. And there it is, the Tribute Store Plaza up there. We have mega video rentals. So just like we were kind of anticipating, we are getting a movie-based, kind of maybe classic-ish kind of tribute store this year. And these are the photo options that you can have here if you want to purchase one of those memorabilia items. So you can see Danger Road 2 over here, whatever, we don't know what that one's gonna be. It's just still in production, title pending, Trip and Fall, and Curated Terror. So that's like the curator from last year's tribute store, or I guess last HHN tribute store. And then you can see what you get here. So you're gonna get a video cassette box with your image and the photo on there, which is pretty cool. You're also gonna get a pair of socks, which is right here with the mascot. That's kind of neat as well. And then also you get the membership card. So you kind of get a little bundle this year, which is pretty awesome. And you can either get that over here at the Five and Dime or over at the All Hallows Eve Boutique. I really like this. I think this is gonna be a hit. I think the classic film look is going to be awesome. Having something with your face on like a VHS tape is gonna be sweet. Plus you get like the little video rental card over there as if you had like a Blockbuster card or something. I think this is gonna be a hit. I think people are really gonna like this. Also, you can see down here, Hollywood Boulevard, and that's where we are right now. So this is definitely where the tribute store is gonna go. We did kind of see some teasers over there in the window. I'll go see if there's any more that have kind of popped up, but I don't think that's the case. Huge updates, so that is awesome to see. And if you guys are interested, you can buy it right now. You can get that started, and you could just head over to the register, and they'll go ahead and get you going with that. And as I'm pointing inside, let's talk a little bit about the HHN announcements kind of missing, or the teasers rather, that we have been getting. We're not gonna go over the merchandise because we have already done that, I feel like 2 or 3 times now at this point. Let's talk HHN for a minute. I need to get out of the wind for just a minute here as we are standing over here by the tribute store. No more teasers, by the way, here. Either way, for HHN, we've been getting a lot of teasers coming from HHN Orlando, and both of them have been pertaining to what seems to be this door that we've seen the video of. We don't know what is behind the door. Everybody is speculating at this point. One big thing I'm seeing is it looks like there's water on the floor, so I think that's a little tell if we can kind of imagine. I know some people are thinking like creatures, some people are thinking it's like Jack and Fear. Now that like the most recent one is she's like underneath Universal, she says, and somebody catches her. And
I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna make this quick. I followed those sounds, and I think I'm below Universal. Now, if I saw what I think I saw, then no one's safe, and it's too late.
Apparently, Jack was underneath. I don't know. There's a lot of speculation going around. I don't like to get too crazy with it. I mean, it's fun, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we're gonna get an announcement here soon, right? I mean, we have to at this point. We are kind of coming up to that time of the year where we're gonna start getting little bits and little trickles of announcements coming through the window there. So we'll see what ends up happening. I am hoping that next Thursday, typically Wednesdays and Thursdays are the days that you're gonna see some of those announcements come through. And I'm hoping next Wednesday or Thursday, we do get an announcement of some sort unless we're just getting more teasers. Maybe they're just gonna be like teasing us for like a month or two before they really give anything. We don't really know what's happening this year yet. That's the big thing. Obviously, we have the classic films at the tribute store, so are we going down that route at all? Are we gonna have like the Ghostbusters that a lot of people are thinking? I don't really know. There's a lot to kind of like speculate on. We have some spec maps coming out. I'll start to talk about it a little bit more as it starts to become more finalized. Obviously, they're never finalized because it's a spec map, but I do wanna wait a little bit on that. Either way, that's kind of what we've been seeing so far. Some HHN kind of teasers that are coming out. We have the merch. I think next week we're getting something. And I could probably put some money on that. I just feel like it's gotta be coming with the amount of videos and everything that they're doing. They don't typically put that out and then not release anything for like weeks at a time. So keep an eye out for next week. Again, Wednesday to Thursday, I think we're getting an announcement. Now this next update is kind of near DreamWorks as the crowds are flooding in for Grad Bash or Grad Adventure. But we are heading over to DreamWorks right now to show you one very small update, but then we actually have reservations at Vivo. So we're gonna go ahead, eat over there, and then we'll kind of finish up the video. We have already covered a lot of what is happening here inside of DreamWorks, so I won't go over all of that, but what we were asking last time was, what are they gonna do with E.T.? Because it's getting kind of buried behind all of this, and you're gonna have so much attention to DreamWorks. It's like E.T.'s queue is like right here, and right now you're kind of like funneled around, so I'm like, what are they gonna do to make sure people know that E.T. is over here? And here you go. They put up a giant structure here that they'll go ahead and be able to hold up a sign, and it looks like we even have all of the like posts for it in place right now. It looks like over there you might even have like the express lane going. So I don't really know what the deal is as far as like timing goes, but I think this is going to be entirely ET. Kind of also like the woods look kind of makes me think so as well. So we do know that they are going to continue the signage over here and not let ET get buried over in the corner. Obviously such a beloved attraction right now. ET Adventure is closed for planned maintenance. So I don't know if that is based on just the sign alone or if things on the inside. Not too certain. A lot of people have also rumored that we might be getting like the queue to kind of like wrap around almost like over here somewhere. So I don't really know what the plans are totally for the queue, but we do see the sign, and that's step one. I do now have to head over to City Walk for our dining reservation at Vivo, like I said. Also, let me know in the comments below if you guys like to see dining reviews, if that's something you guys want to see more of. Let me know. We've been trying to up them a little bit because it seems like people do really enjoy them. So if that is something you guys want to see, again, please let me know in the comments below. It's just gonna let us know what you guys are wanting to see. Also, while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. Either way, I need to kind of head back to the front of the park and get out to City Walk now. I should also just mention, so I've mentioned like Grad Adventure, Grad Bash stuff going on here at Universal. So just so you guys are aware, they closed the park down early. So it's closed at 6 p.m. both at Islands and Universal side because this is going on. And this happens a lot in April and May, and typically it's like Fridays, Saturdays. So when you are planning your vacation, make sure to keep that in mind. There's a good chance the park will close kind of early on Friday or Saturday because there are a lot of events going on, and obviously you can't be in the park. Like you can see the sign behind us here. So just keep that in mind when you guys are planning for trips. April, May, that's kind of the big 2 months that they do this a lot. Sweet deal. Well, I've made it through City Walk and now I'm over here at Vivo. So I'm gonna go ahead, eat, and then we'll continue on, close this thing out with the Epic Universe merch. And we are all finished up at Vivo. By the way, some of the best tiramisu I've ever had. That was a must. Honestly, that was seriously some of the best tiramisu, I'm not lying to you. I've had a lot of tiramisu, I'm very picky, very good. We had the bolognese pasta, Nicole and I split it. It was okay, it was good, it was like a safe bet, but that dessert was fantastic. And also the fried ricotta, which is an appetizer, was also very good. Either way, let's go check out now that Epic Universe merch, which is in City Walk, so that's really appreciated. Some people that aren't visiting the parks can still pick up that merchandise if you want, and there's actually quite a bit of it. So let's head on in, and now, interestingly enough, I thought it was gonna be over here, but we're actually gonna come around the corner. I'm gonna show you where it's at. As we are heading that way, here are some classic attractions and movies. I don't think it's teasing for the tribute store, but we do know at this point, I think that is what we are getting, like I was mentioning before. Either way, we're gonna go into this entrance right over here. It's kind of the middle one. And right before we head in, you can see how beautiful of a night it is. All the coasters are going, a slight breeze, people are moving about. Absolutely fantastic. Either way, Here we go. That is the shirt that we already have. Let's go inside. There it is, Epic Universe. They have some stuff on display. Kind of reminds me of Harry Potter almost up here. But something that I'm really appreciating is that they brought Isle of Berk merch along with it. So we're gonna go over pretty much everything that they have to offer here, starting with Isle of Berk. Also, this piece up front is like a rubber, which is a little interesting. The price on that hat is gonna be $27. So that's kind of nice right there. We have these ornaments, it looks like, Isle of Berk, as well as magnets up there. Oh, these are pretty heavy magnets too, 14 on those. And we have some new pins for you guys as well. That's like a little velvety texture back there. That's pretty nice. Those are going to be $10. Let's see down here. We have new lanyard pouches. That is cool. Look at that. It's like a little kind of leathery, kind of velvety texture there, it looks like. They're kind of thick. 12 bucks for those. It does say How to Train Your Dragon there on the side as well. We have a pennant here with, again, same thing written out. And that is going to be 16 for the pennant. Down here we have a lanyard, DreamWorks, How to Train Your Dragon. There is no price listed on those, so I don't know what the lanyards are going for, but that is pretty neat. It says Isle of Berk on there as well, so that does pertain to our new Epic Universe. Here are the shirts for the Isle of Berk as well. Backside doesn't have anything, and you kind of have those colored tips there around the neck and the arm sleeve. And it is very, very soft and light, by the way, so you guys will appreciate this. 30 bucks for the shirts, so this will be easy to wear around the parks. Anybody that is a fan of Toothless will definitely appreciate some of this here. So you have a Toothless Loungefly like purse holder or kind of money holder, which is nice. And then we have our Loungefly with Toothless here. Let's see if we can get it out. That one's a little tight. We'll grab this one here. And there it is, a nice little Toothless Loungefly. It has wings on the back, no way. There they are, there are the wings, so you can spin them out. And on the front, you can see the wings on the side. That is adorable, that is so nice. And it's like scaly on there too. That's awesome. 3 more items for Isle of Berk for the How to Train Your Dragons area, and this is the kids or youth shirt. It is a yellow, not quite as light as the other one, I don't think, but it is still pretty light, and that's going to be 25 for that one. And then our last 2 items are these here, which is a Toothless hat, and on the side it says Universal Studios. This one is actually a snapback style, as you can see right there, and you've got some ears, and it's kind of a leathery material, so I don't know how that would be, and it's probably going to attract heat, but it does look fun nonetheless. And then you have a mug here, little white mug, that's going to be 15 bucks, and it does have the little logo there on the front, and then on the back it does say How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk. As we rotate around the corner, we are coming up to the shirts that we did see. These were the first shirts released, and they are kind of this unique material. It almost reminds me of like a jean material, and as you can see, no 2 shirts are exactly the same, so that is fun, and that you get that kind of change. This is definitely a new one though, and you can see kind of like the paint splotches, and then actually, if you guys can catch a little bit of the light, that is kind of a metallic hollow look on the actual Epic Universe writing there, which is pretty cool. I do appreciate something a little different versus just the words, so you do have a little metallic-y look to it, so that's nice. Very light as well. Again, I like when shirts are easily able to be worn even during the summertime. You have a drink holder over here, and you have the new lanyard pouches. This one is definitely not as nice as the Isle of Berk one. That one was definitely a lot more unique. And then right here, an Epic Universe lanyard. First lanyard right there. That is amazing, or epic, shall we say. And for the prices on all that, you can see right here, $16 for the beverage holder, $8 for the lanyard pouch. Still can't find a price on the lanyards, and $25 on the youth tee. So same prices that we were kind of seeing for the Isle of Berk stuff. And as we come around, this is what I really wanted to see. So now you have a brown shirt with kind of that hollow look, which is nice. Definitely some large sleeves too, if you guys kind of like that oversized sleeve look. Not as far as the length goes, but it's kind of like, you know, a big hole here. So maybe you're not too tight, not sweating it out. But you can see these are really nice. It's almost kind of like a tank top almost, I would say. But either way, there's that holographic glow. These are going to be $37 for those though. So it is a little bit different than your normal t-shirt compared to the others. This is the Epic Universe patch. That's going to be $15. So if you guys want to start putting that on a jean jacket, maybe the Eddie one that we had from last HHN, you could do that. And last up is the long sleeve. Again, this kind of metallic-y hollow look there on the Epic Universe logo. It is $75 for this one, so definitely pricier. But that is the front. As you can see, it's kind of this dark blue, kind of fades out into the white at the bottom. And then on the back, I think this actually looks really good. I don't know how good the camera is going to kind of pick this up, but it's kind of holographic writing around Epic Universe. It's just, I don't know, it's casual and like subtle, but it's kind of like I don't know, just it's fun and vibrant in its own sort of way as well. It does a good job of kind of bringing that Epic Universe feel to it. Again, definitely basic, but it's nice. And this isn't necessarily that Spirit jersey style. They do have kind of like that middle piece, if you know what I'm talking about, where it's kind of two fabrics almost stitched together there. But you can see it reminds me more of a long sleeve. It's not super heavy like the ones from Disney, just so you guys are aware. Either way, really love to see this piece. I think it looks nice, and I think the Epic Universe merch is looking good. We obviously have the Super Mario stuff that has been announced, so I'm waiting to see when that ends up hitting the stores. But as of now, we do have Isla Berk and Epic Universe as a whole. I do think we'll be getting some Mario stuff soon. We do have like Mario merch in general, but nothing pertaining to the land yet. And then obviously we need to get a few more lands announced, and then we'll kind of move on. Now that is going to do it for all of the merch here. Again, I really like what they offered, and there is actually kind of a lot of merchandise inside of the store, some of it new, some of it old, but I would always come take a look if you guys are interested. I feel like they're always releasing new stuff every so many weeks, kind of new lines like you can see over there. That's kind of like, I don't know, I called it like their college gear almost, but either way, really liked it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying what we are seeing so far. I'm really honestly a fan of this Isla Berk stuff. It looks like it's some really good quality. Like I said, the magnets are heavy. Like, I mean, like there's some weight to those. There's, you know, like 3-dimension almost to them, if you can kind of see that. The pin even, I think like the presentation of that is really nice, having that velvet on there, and I think like that's just gonna look really good. It just all kind of comes together in a really nice way, and I can really appreciate what Universal is doing. Even the lanyard pouch, like I don't know, I think this is super cool. As we are leaving the store, I haven't seen this shirt before. This is a Jurassic Park shirt, and I think there's a Jurassic World one on the other side. It does glow in the dark. It says, "Send more tourists." Let me see the other side. Yeah, look at this. Jurassic World Raptors on Tour 2015. That's actually a pretty cool shirt. So just like I said, it's like they release like new stuff every so often. I've never seen these inside of the park. Maybe they are, and I just haven't seen them. But either way, that's a ton of fun. Both different options. Again, black, so you will absorb a little bit of the sun, but they're very light, which I can appreciate again from Universal, making lighter based shirts, because otherwise it's just too heavy, plus being black. I feel like it's just, you're not gonna wear it enough in the summer, you're just gonna feel horrible. That is it for us here at Universal Studios. Hopefully you guys got to have a good time as we checked out some of the tribute store stuff that is coming. Hopefully, again, we get something here very soon. A lot of times when they show you those things, I feel like we've already got more display for the tribute store, so I'm surprised we don't have anything else there outside of like those like small teasers. So hopefully we get that soon. Obviously HHN, I think we're getting an announcement here like in the next week, but obviously we're getting teasers, so we'll keep an eye on that. But then the Epic Universe merch, I feel like that was all super cool. So hopefully you guys had a lot of fun with that. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We'll be back here very soon to do some butterbeer tasting, having a full butterbeer day, especially with those new treats. So make sure to stay tuned for that one. Either way, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.